Welcome to my channel. My name is Milton and I'm going to be putting the Everlast PowerTIG 400 EXT on top of this cooler that is made from Everlast, and the cart is also made from Everlast. I had my PowerTIG 350 EXT previously with this setup, but today we're going to mount it with the 400 series. Right before I got started, I had to take these off the bottom, these little feet, the rubber, and then they come on top of on the bottom of this little channel, but it won't fit if you don't take them off. Now that that's done, let's put them on. So I'm just looking to even it out. It locks in pretty good. It has a bar right here. When I bought the Everlast cart, it brought this bracket and this little rubber pad so that you don't scratch your unit. You got to remove these two screws right here because they'll go through this. This is the piece. Back here, it has two pieces that will go in the back, and I'll show you. So it brings these little pieces right here. And I could have just taken off the gas bottle, but didn't feel like it. You just hand tight both of these. So the cooler has the cord. I left the extra down there and just tied it up. It has this connector. You just put it right in. Just left it resting there. This is where we'll hook up our gas. So this is my regulator line. Just snug it up. This is a 17 and a 19. And that's it. Once it's on the cart, it's pretty much ready. Let's plug it up, see what it does. So when I got this unit, I had to wire up my own plug. This is the style that I use. I picked it up at Home Depot. It's a Levington. I'm not gonna turn it on yet, or I could if I turn off the cooler, because if not, it'll feed power to it. And as you can hear, the fan is kind of loud, so I'll just turn it off. I'll hook everything up, and then we'll go. So I got my torch, and this is the water-cooled setup. You can see my last video when I unboxed this. Got another one right here. And I talked about it briefly before, and this cable is pretty durable, and also this protector, it holds up really well. It looks like the same one that I got last time, a few years back. I've ordered a few replacements, and it's usually the same configuration. I'm gonna keep this switch on, just leave it how they shipped it out. We have the remote, This is for the argon. Goes on the cooler. This one goes on the cooler. So on the manual, it says that this goes on the power. This one is water. So I'm just gonna hook these up. And the way I like to do it, because these are kind of long, is I'll put a zip tie. So my gas goes there, clicks right in, put it like that. There. And this one, I'll loop it also. So this will be nice and tight. I'll leave it on there, but I'll hook up my pedal instead of this. Goes like that. And I think I'm gonna hook it up to this right here. Pedal comes rolled up like this. And there's only one way that you could put it in. So it has this little groove right there. I don't know if you can see it. So there's really no way to accidentally put it in the way it's not meant to be. Tight. So let's turn it on, let's see what it does. So normally I set my balance, I think it's at 30. When I called Everlast, they said from a machine, if you're used to using like a Dynasty, Syncrowave, anything like that, even, you know, Lincoln, your AC balance, people run it differently, but a common one is 72. So what they said is whatever is on the Everlast, subtract it by 100. So right now, if I set it at 30 and it's 100 minus 30, we're at 70. Just so you can get a reference on what it would, you know, what you would start it at. So they recommend it, set it at 30 and go from there. Then as far as the settings right here, it's saying 17 is gas, which you can see it right there, or argon out. 16, it says output, ground clamp. 18, which is there, which is argon, arc control, which is the pedal or the switch. And 15 would be output, and it says welding holder. So positive would be your lead, whether you're using stick or TIG. This is the torch it comes with. It says WP18. It doesn't come with tungstens. This is what I always buy, it's in the Welds store. It's 2% lanthanated. I use 1/8 inch pretty much for everything, the blue one. This one's been used, I already sharpened it. I got the consumables. Screw this in. Choose a cup. It's number 7. So for these, you have your 3 common sizes. Your 1/8, 3/32, and a 1/16. That's a lot of stick out. Probably run it about there. So I'm gonna be welding. I just found this piece. It's dirty, no prep. Same thing, piece of drop. This is quarter 3x3. Gonna run a bead around it. I got my regulator set at about 35. One thing I forgot, with the high frequency, it's kind of loud. It really annoys me. So I wear a Bluetooth set as earplugs. So that's kind of my PPE. And then I also wear a lot of sunglasses with my helmet. That way, if somebody's doing something around the shop and something comes flying when I flip my hood up, I don't get hit. Right now, there's nothing going on, so I won't be wearing them. And then this machine, once you turn off the machine and if you didn't have it programmed to what you wanted, it'll just go back to the factory setting. So you gotta hit the memory button and then it'll always go back to that, and then you can flip through them. I don't know how many different programs you can put on it, but I have forgot that I did that. I haven't done it in so long, but I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on, kind of go through the motions again, and then I'll do the memory. It really balls up my tungsten, and I think although the manual said to run it in this configuration, I think it's flipped. So for some reason, I had remembered that it said to run it a certain way on the manual, but when I called, they wanted me to flip it. So you can see what it did. And I usually don't like my tungsten like that, but it is what it is. So that's the first time welding with the PowerTIG 400. Sure, I could dial it in a little better, but I'm happy. You guys want to see anything else, let me know. Comment, send me a message. I'll make more videos of whatever you guys want to see. And this is what I was referring to, the negative, the positive. So right there, you can see that this is my ground and this is my negative, but that's the way they run it. That's not the way that I understood it from the manual. So that's it. That's, you know, first time I welded with this machine. You see the night and day difference. It balled up the tungsten at first, and I remember when I had first got the 350, it did the same thing. I flipped it, I didn't clean the tungsten. I would have wanted it sharp, and it stays kind of sharp, but you know, I went ahead and welded with it like that, and you guys saw the results. So let me know whatever you guys want to see. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Again, my name is Milton, and thank you for watching.